So my training in clinical work has really been focused on relationships. So I've worked in the past with families, particularly families with emerging adults or adult children. I've worked with individuals, and right now my clinical focus is on working with couples and other romantic relationship configurations. And my clients run the gamut in terms of how long they've been together. So I work with people who are in very new relationships. I work with people in premarital counseling, and I work with a lot of people who have been in marriages or other committed relationships for decades. Often people come in a pretty high level of conflict and distress. But I also do work with people who are feeling generally pretty good about how their relationship is functioning, and they're just looking to deepen their connection and feel even more secure in the bond that they have. I talk to all of my clients about the value of repair. I think often we come into this work feeling discouraged and worried that we've caused irreparable harm in our relationship, or that our partner or partners have caused irreparable harm to us and that there's no way back. And what I love about the concept of repair is it starts from the premise that we just are not always going to get it right, no matter how perfectly we are trying to do that. And so I think when we recognize that we can have really pure intentions and still have an impact that causes harm, then we don't have to worry so much about being perfect or needing consensus about what did or didn't happen or needing to be right, because we can take responsibility for the fact that we unintentionally caused harm or that we've become unreachable. And we can learn to acknowledge the impact that has on the people who we love, apologize for it, and show up in a different way. And I've also just seen over time in my own life and in the therapy room that the ability to make repair is really what helps us sustain long-lasting, loving, connected relationships. My approach to the therapeutic relationship is collaborative. I really see it as a relationship. And so I really try to form an authentic connection with each of my clients. I'm closely listening to and seeking to understand how you see the world, what experiences have shaped you and shape how you see the world, what's meaningful to you, and what feels important for me to know from your perspective. So my work really focuses on finding ways to make enough space in the relationship for multiple perspectives to exist and to be honored, and creating a sense of safety in the room for everybody to be able to express their needs and their longings and show their vulnerability, because they come to trust through the work that their partner or partners can really see them and validate them and hold them in that experience. I also incorporate somatic body-based approaches in talk therapy. And I do that because our bodies are really the homes for our experiences. And as such, I think they can be an incredibly powerful and wise tool for helping us learn more about what's happening for us in any given moment. And that also makes them powerful tools for learning how to soothe ourselves, how to help soothe another person, and how to co-regulate together when we're in stress or distress. I love being a therapist. It's really my heart's work and my life's work. And I think it is just an enormous privilege to be invited into people's lives in this way, and to walk alongside them as they build capacity for curiosity and for self-compassion and self-acceptance. Um, and as I watch people deepen their connection to their own innate wisdom, which I really think each of us holds. I think we just have a lot of stories and expectations that can get in the way of accessing that. In particular, working with couples and relationships, it's so rewarding to watch people who love one another so much, but are really struggling to feel understood, reach a place where they can turn toward one another and show themselves to one another fully and have their partners see them and hold them and accept them fully in that moment. There's really nothing like it. And it's a huge privilege. So for people who are considering taking the plunge, the number one thing that I hear from people, whether it's an individual or couples or families after the first session, is that they feel a sense of relief at having taken the first step. And so even if they're not totally sure how things are going to unfold, I have never heard anyone say that they regret coming in, if they've been thinking about it. The other thing I would say is that there's no right way for you to show up to therapy. So all you have to do is bring yourself exactly as you are in any given moment, and you're doing it just right, and you're right on time.